right, welcome back, sports fans here. Definitely a fantastic first couple matches there. We're going to be leading off with Freakenstein versus Yefeni El-Ashid, I think it is. He's definitely the Farouk of Fasha and Dave Guilford Freakenstein, who has just aligned himself, just fun fact for you guys, into the what they call the Monstars group. The Monstars, really, not the Monstars. I don't want to take away from Space Jam there, but the Monsters group is filled with the dead guy, Freakenstein, Vomitria, and of course as well it'll be, I think, if I remember correctly, when they created their gang together, it also included the Elephant Man. So kind of a Halloween, but yet kind of a supernatural style gang that kind of works together to kind of see the forces of weird circumstances and occurrences lead the way here. But nonetheless, just wanted to give you guys kind of an update of the gangs there, of course. But as of right now, we're going to see Farouk of Fasha go up against him. The reason, of course, why he is fighting Freakenstein is because Freakenstein's foe currently is Star of Dakar. And so I felt like because of that, we would kind of push over to somebody from Dubai, a little bit more of like that culture there, and see if by chance Freakenstein will get over to Star of Dakar and kind of piss him off a little bit, and see if by chance we'll see a tag team between one of the Monsters versus the, I guess you'd say, Star of Dakar and Yefeni El-Ashid. But then again, they are just kind of a little bit of a highlight, a little bit of a story crutch here to see if the commissioner can stir up a little bit of a controversy. So, without further ado, a lot of talking here. Let's get to the pre-match routine here. 5 means we're going to go to a highlight reel R. So let's check that out here. So R is going to be right here. Okay, so we have R here. 63. Okay, so 63 here. Oop. Get some of that dust off there. Okay, 63. Face forced to watch ridiculous self-serving heel promo. Increase face grudge grade by 2 points. Now, neither of these guys, if I know correctly, are technically faces. First off, Yefeni El-Ashid is a heel. So because he's a heel and he is not necessarily a face, because he's not necessarily a good guy, he will be a face. He'll be considered the face wrestler here. So because of that horrible promo right before the pre-match routine here, we're actually going to bump up Freakenstein's points there to a number 2. So that's really great there for us to see Freakenstein get a little bit angry and, of course, tie up those points there. So without further ado, guys, let's get down to the match start here, and let's get the face to the mat here. Okay, let's get this all set up here, guys. Get these guys all nice and sorted out here. All right, and one last little cut here from the back side, and there. Okay, great. So now we got a nice shuffled deck here. Okay, here we go. So let's see as the bell rings here what happens here in this action-packed match here. Definitely something that might lead into further suspense here as the matches continue here. Let's check it out here. Okay, so agile. So no one's agile. They're all really big. These both are 1'6'9" and 1'6'11", and both are topping over 300 pounds. Strong. So it looks like Freakenstein is strong, and also he is the favored wrestler, I guess you'd say. So we're going to give it to him there because both are the same, and of course they all both have the strong trait there. So it looks like unaffected by opponent's bruising body chop as Farouk tries to get the first lead there, but unfortunately Freakenstein still has that upper hand there. Favorite. So neither a favorite, but Freakenstein is the favorite, so we're going to give him 2 points there for a drop-kicked opponent into ropes. So it looks like Yefeni hasn't really seen Freakenstein's boot just hit him just yet, so he gets him over there and helped. So neither of these guys are helped, even though they're part. I guess, you know what, actually, no, yeah, he is actually. He is part of the gang, so Freakenstein is actually helped. He's a part of the gang, so it looks like the gang here, the dead guy, who's of course in the hot box up there in the top right corner there, actually before his match actually is distracting the ref there, comes on down and distracts the ref a little bit there as he's kind of trying to figure out where do I go? Where do I go here in Anaheim? I don't really know. And of course, while he's asking silly questions as of course to the ref. That's when Freakenstein gets 2 points here towards Yefeni as he hits him across the chest there. Back to the match. Powerful. Okay, so neither of them are powerful, just kind of big, sloppy giants here. Wild card. All right, let's check that out here. Wild card. So that's a 65 here. So 65 says go to highlight reel A. So let's do that. Always going to read the highlight reel in the rules, of course, requested. 41. 41 says face and heel reverse rolls. Ooh, wow. Okay, so does that mean we're reversing not the track, just rolls, right? I'm trying to think. Is this a roll favored and underdog? Or is rolls one's heel and one's favored? Or one's a face? I guess that means if any is a face now, I suppose. So yeah, so it looks like after, of course, you saw those distractions occurring there during the match, looks like the crowd is absolutely behind Yefeni here and want to see him do well here as Freakenstein has become a heel for the match here. So let's check it out, what happens next here. Object. Okay, so let's see. Does anyone have an object? No, they don't. This is a normal match here. Let's keep on going. Helped. Go to highlight reel H, reel G, M, or V, depending on the source help. So yes, we actually go to the G one here for Freakenstein. He is, of course, now starting to cheat, it looks like almost. Boy, this looks rough here, folks. You don't like to see wrestlers starting to cheat here, but let's check it out. So highlight reel G. Let's check it out here. As the gang is starting to circle around, it looks like. 65, C says, choice gang member takes over for wrestler and finishes the match. Wow, here, folks. I cannot believe it here. So it looks like, for whatever reason, I gotta think of something to come up with here. Let's see here. I suppose, you know what? Let's do this, because the monsters are made up of Freakenstein, the dead guy, Vamitra, and let's see here, the Gravedigger, and not Elephant Man. I apologize. I made a mistake there in saying Elephant Man. Freakenstein, I was looking at Freakenstein's results there, and he actually faced off against the Elephant Man, so there'd be no reason as to why they would be a part of a gang here. So it's actually with Gravedigger there, and I guess, you know what, let's picture this here real quick. So let's picture this. How about this? Okay, so after all those occurrences, I suppose you could say, with the dead guy coming out and distracting the ref, and the spooky intervals, of course, of flipping the roles here, as Yefeni is now the favored, or I guess you'd say the face wrestler. And so now, at this point, it looks like Freakenstein has called upon something. He starts whispering, mumbling stuff, and then the lights go out all the way across the stadium here. No one can see in Anaheim. And then, out of nowhere, howling trees, or the wind, I guess, was howling through the trees. Weird ravens, and then all you hear is a shovel kind of cackling against the ground. And out of nowhere, the lights, of course, come back on. And nowhere to be seen is Freakenstein. And as Yefeni Elashid looks around, he actually sees the Gravedigger by himself, standing behind him. And the match continues randomly because no one knows what's going on here. And so the match continues with the Gravedigger taking over. And now, I guess you say the Yefeni has to face the Gravedigger, who has a BTV grade and also a grudge grade of 6. So let's check it out and see what happens. Helped wrestler gets help from outside ring. Opponent suffers blows from object. So you remember that sound here, of course, guys, as we of course see this match is starting to come out perfectly here for the story. So the Gravedigger, as you of course heard, a random crackling, of course, of the of a shovel here, and the shovel, of course, was the dead guy, because of course he was already there the whole time, but he had picked up the shovel and was just making noises against it. And as as Yefeni was bouncing back, or kind of walking backwards towards the ropes, out of nowhere the shovel hits him across the leg there, and so bam, foreign object smash. So now we're going to see the grudge grade here, and of course the grudge grade is definitely towards the Gravedigger, and that's going to be 3 points there to 3, and he's going to give him 6 feet under body slam. So that's an absolute massive body slam there by Gravedigger for 3 points there, and we'll keep on going. Object, And so the object, I don't think anyone actually has an object. None of them have them on them, so of course this is a normal match, even though the dead guy had it previously. That's outside, of course, force there. Helped. Oh man, Yefeni really wish he was helped here, of course. So it looks like 2 points here. So the gang members deliver fast blows. So Yefeni is just absolutely thrown against the ropes here. 1, 2 here, and everyone's at a stir because, of course, the dead guy is still there, and he's still coming out of nowhere from around the ring here, as, of course, he keeps smashing the Yefeni in the ankles and pulling him down there, kind of grappling him by the legs, and the ref hasn't seen anything at this point. Very strange, because everyone else can see it here. Let's see what happens next. Grudge. Okay, so Grudge is going to still be the Gravedigger here, +1 to pin here. So he gives him the, of course, the, I guess you would say post-mortem slam there. So power bomb to the post-mortem slam. And let's see the pin. So 66 is not that. So it's 1. That's 2, 36. He has a C grade, so he has to hit 23. So let's see, it's the last roll here, guys. 25. Ooh, close, but no cigar. Pats 3 there, 1, 2, and 3, and then out of nowhere he kind of taps out, but it was too late. Yefeni has scored no points at this point, and the Gravedigger has taken over and won for Freakenstein, and the monsters have won another one here for him as one of the strongest gangs, and of course the gang that of course occurs to, or right now at this point, have the title. So let's check it out here as he goes from a B grade to an A grade, and Yefeni, out of no choice by himself, unfortunately, has gone down to a D, and I'm thinking he is absolutely petrified, omnified, and mortified by the outcome of that match, and it was very spooky, and everyone was still kind of frightened here. Let's check out the post-match highlights here, as everyone kind of was wondering about that one. Definitely a spectacular finish there, or a match, I suppose you could say. So let's go to the highlight reel here for us. Highlight reel O, that's what we're looking at. Hopefully it's something good. Okay, 16, let's check it out. 16 says, favorite wrestler angered by opponent's excuses increases grudge grade by 2 points. Yes, absolutely, Yefeni has been on his knees, I guess you'd say, pleading with the ref to see that the dead guy was absolutely cheating, and out of nowhere, why is he finding the Gravedigger? It wasn't fair at all. So he was at a 6 grudge grade, now he's going to go to an 8, as the Gravedigger has nothing to hear about that, and a possible tag team opportunity between the Freakenstein and the Gravedigger, and Yefeni Al-Ashid and Star of Dakar. You never know what might happen here next time, guys, but let's check out the next match, which is coming right up here. Thank you for watching this next match here. Well, this is match number, I guess you'd say, 5, I suppose you could say, or 4 really. Match number 4 here, and absolutely smashing start here to the not so scary Halloween bash here. But next up is going to be Croc Wilson versus the PJ Tour. Why wouldn't it be, of course, right? The PJ Tour just came off of a, I guess you'd say, did they win, I think? Let me see here real quick. I'm just kind of checking over my notes here. He played off in the first one here. So Rich Rumble wins by pinfall. So that technically means that he should be down to a D here, unfortunately. So PJ Tour should be down to a D. He doesn't actually move up. So good to note there. So definitely PJ Tour wants to get back on his winning ways, but I think he finds himself in the rough, I guess you could say, because the Crocodile Croc Wilson here from New Iberia, Louisiana, finds himself in the way here, but he is a favorite wrestler here, of course. So let's check it out here. Let's roll the dice for the highlight reel action here as we get the match started. Okay, so O4, so that's going to be 4 here for highlight reel O. Let's start off here. Okay, 44. 44 says go to highlight reel P, so let's go to the highlight reel P. 32. Let's check it out. Highlight reel P. 32 says, underdog wrestler, clever scheme, captivates crowd, increased TV grade by 1 letter grade. Wow. So the underdog, of course, his scheme was to, of course, see if by chance he can get his foot wedge out there, and unfortunately does not help Croc Wilson. So as he of course finds himself down in the rough here, PJ Tour does. His plan to of course get himself from the bayou here has helped him out, as Croc Wilson sees himself just a little bit falling in the favor, but not too much. They are now tied together. So let's check it out here. One last little shuffle here, as I always like to do on screen, because of course it says in the rulebook just give one last little shuffle there. So we shall do that real quick, and then let's get on with the match here, guys. Okay, first card here. PJ Tour versus Croc Wilson. Here we go. Agile. Okay, so Agile, it looks like PJ Tour is going to execute the Boston Crab move, which is kind of ironic there against the Croc Wilson. Let's check it out. Cheat. Is any one of these guys cheats? Nope, neither of them are cheats here. Strong. I think that's going to go right over to, of course, Croc Wilson here, as he resists opponent headlock. So after that little Boston Crab lock there, he's going to go over and try to get a headlock, and that's not going to happen. Grudge. Okay, so Grudge is going to go to PJ Tour, as he gives him the foot wedge from down under, of course. That's going to be a 1-point repertoire move. Heavy, not heaven, that's awkward. Heavy is going to be falls on top of opponent. Ouch! You never want a crocodile to fall on top of you if you ever played golf. Absolutely do not want that. Let's keep it going here, guys. We got good flow going on here. Cheat, none of them are cheats there. Check it out. Quick. Quick is going to be both of them, but of course Croc Wilson is the, I guess you'd say he is the lowest scoring wrestler, so we're going to have him get the point here as he avoids opponent's clothesline, delivers surprise drop kick. Absolutely true there. A crocodile, if you don't miss their, if you miss their teeth or like their locked jaw, you will get their tail, and they are very vicious. Okay, let's check it out here. Helped. Neither of them are helped here. They don't have any gangs associated with them, or managers or valets. Object match. Well, Object is definitely PJ Tour here, so he takes out a nice little, I guess you'd say, a, let's see here. Let's think about here. So referee distracted wrestler causes damage to opponent with object. I'm going to say he hit a I guess you could say a golf ball in the turnstile or the turnbuckle. So while the referee is looking around here to try to make sure everything's all set up here, maybe kind of distractions from the previous match's lights fiasco, of course, PJ Tour throws the golf ball right over at Croc Wilson and scores 2 points there. Helped. Neither of them are helped. Let's keep it going here. TV move. Okay, so TV move, both are C here, so it's going to be no points here, but nonetheless here, as of course, once he gets hit by the golf ball, it's enraging Croc Wilson, and he gives him the arm bar against the PJ Tour here, but shakes it off because it's not too bad, and as he shakes it off here, the PJ Tour is going to get the silver repertoire move, which of course will be, I suppose you could say, let's see here, we'll call that the shank, I suppose you could say, the shank bomb. All right, so hits him with a 2-point move, shank bomb, agile, and that would be the PJ Tour on a circle position there. And unfortunately, he's on a square, so he doesn't get that agile position there. Okay, powerful. He is powerful, Croc Wilson is, and so he gives him the surfboard chin lock. That's a 1-point maneuver there. Both wrestlers are starting to feel the heat here, as of course the crowd is starting to get wild here. Okay, no, neither of them are cheats. Okay, let's keep going. Helped. Neither of them are helped. Okay, strong. Okay, strong is definitely going to be Croc Wilson. Unfazed by opponent's body slam, responds with series of blows. 2 points there for Croc Wilson. Definitely feeding the PJ Tour a couple of quick series of blows there. Mean. Neither of them are mean. Okay, specialty. Well, they both have specialty here, and they are both the same, so the favored wrestler is Croc Wilson, and he will get his specialty move, which will, of course, be the Crocodile Rock knee bar for 3 points. 1, 2, 3. I said, all right, all right, all right. Here we go. Let's check it out here, as it's starting to get a little bit hot and heavy here against the PJ Tour. Crocodile Rock has just given you the blues there, so helped is not going to happen here. TV move. All right, TV move is a C grade again here for both and no points, but that will still go for the PJ Tour, and of course he gains a back rake against Croc Wilson. Fortunately, Croc Wilson's back is nice and heavy, and he's gotten a good workout, so he doesn't feel too much pain there. As powerful move is up next, and that will be Croc Wilson tossing opponent out of ring. So wow, that is a heavy shot there, and PJ Tour definitely earns himself a pin opportunity here for Croc Wilson, as PJ Tour is slowly brought back into the ring here. And as the mat starts to pound here with the referee, that's 22. So 22 is within the C grade here. So he gets out of the pin real quickly there. So good job for the PJ Tour. Grudge. Okay, so Grudge is a bronze one here. So of course, as he gets out of the kick out from the pin, he gives him the foot wedge again there. So the foot wedge hits him again there. Bronze repertoire move for 1 point, but powerful it is. So 3 points here. Opponent sent to the floor with backbreaker. Ooh, ouch. Finisher here, guys. So as the PJ Tour finds himself on his back here, you can definitely tell the finisher, Jaws of Death, headlock, it might be coming about here. So let's roll the dice. It's an 11 to 42 move, and it's a 62, so it doesn't actually occur, and the PJ Tour gets out of the Jaws of Death. Ooh, that could be painful, folks. Absolutely never want to get into the jaws of a crocodile. Absolutely not, even if they are from Louisiana. TV move. So that's going to be a TV move that goes towards PJ Tour here. That'll be a clothesline. So good shot there by the PJ Tour. Helped. Neither of them are helped. Let's check it out here. Grudge. That's going to be a grudge move. And that's 3 points here for the PJ Tour as he gives him the Fairways in Green pile driver. 1, 2, 3. Fairways in Green is an absolutely great gold move there for him. Let's see what happens with the pin. That's 1 here for him. 61. That's 1 count. 2 counts, 52. He needs to get a 23 or lower here and tap out. And that's 3, folks. And that is the PJ Tour taking the lead there with the pinfall move against Croc Wilson. It looks like nature versus nurture. Well, in this time, nature does not win. So it looks like right now, PJ Tour has won himself a great shot there. And he absolutely feels phenomenal after getting back there with the nice match win after his first match loss to Rich Rumble, who is now fighting up against a couple other players here, of course. But PJ Tour has won after a pin. Let's check out the match highlights afterwards. All right, let's roll some dice here. 2, so that's going to be to the X highlight reel. Let's check that out real quick here. All right, X highlight reel. Okay, 62. All right, 62 says, Commissioner makes glowing statement to reduce grudge grade of winning and defeated wrestlers by 2 points. So glowing statement for both of these guys. Croc Wilson has now become almost docile at this point, and PJ Tour is down from a 6 to a 4. So always good to note that there. So fantastic. The Commissioner, Vegas Vance Yancey, has been on the move today. We're talking to each and every one of his wrestlers here, and it looks like he has helped out Croc Wilson and the PJ Tour to relax as great fights were felt throughout the whole time there. So fantastic time there, guys. Next up, the title fight between, of course, the Dead Guy and Lou Cool. Will the Dead Guy be able to retain and, of course, keep his title match and title belt? You find out next here, guys, as the match continues. This is it, folks. The Dead Guy is going to try to fend off Lou Cool. Lucky Lou Cool. Absolutely lucky, because some of his matches have been one off of false claims, I guess you could say. Some people have said. So let's check it out here as we're going to shuffle these cards real quick here. And then, of course, also get to the pre-match orientation here, as, of course, it is important to see what's going to happen here. Possibly the possibilities are endless here. Both have, of course, their own valets here. So Lou Cool has his valet, of course. That is going to be Hillary Marr, All That Glitters, which makes sense here, of course. And then the Dead Guy has Michelle O'Malley, Luck of the Irish. Absolutely perfect one there. She's from Boston. Although it says Boston, New York, I think they meant Boston, Massachusetts. So let's check it out here as we see the highlight match here. So 5 there. So 5 is going to be highlight reel R. Let's check it out. Highlight reel R could be exciting here, guys. Okay, 66. 66 is an S, so let's go highlight reel S. 52. 52 says, face, double crossed by corrupted face ally. Face ally makes heel turn. Oh, wow, that is something there. So it looks like all that glitters was really helping out all along the dead guy here, and so now she is actually gonna be both are gonna be the ally there. So now I guess you would say here 60, was it 52 here? I'm just making sure face double crossed by corrupted face ally. Face ally makes heel turn. Wow. So all that glitters is now no longer the valet nor the help for Lu Kul. So let's take out Einstein here, as of course he is the foe, but we're going to actually make all that glitters Lu Kul's foe here, which might be a little bit weird here. So Lu Kul is out without an ally. That's absolutely something important here. Possibilities are endless of who could fulfill that role here, but let's check it out here as we of course go to the face of the mat. See you in the bleachers here for the title match between Lu Kul and the dead guy after a stunning turn. All right, let's shuffle it a little bit here. Get a nice little shuffle going on there. All right, here we go. First match here for the title fight. Let's see if by chance Lucky Kul can do without his valet, all that glitters, after that stunning turn of events. Of course, Lu Kul is reeling and dealing from that. Let's check it out. Heavy. Okay, so Lu Kul is heavy. He's from the Pompano Beach, Florida. 275, 6'3". So opponent captured in sweaty face lock there. So definitely gets a 1 point here towards towards Lu Kul here. Good start. Grudge. Well, that's going to go over to the dead guy here as he performs his I guess you would say his deadly power bomb. So after the headlock there, it gets up and then 1, 2, 3 gives the deadly power bomb to Lu Kul. Mean. Well, that's going to be the dead guy here, has 2 points here. 1, 2. He gives opponent a brutal neck twist after that power bomb. Lu Kul was not feeling too lucky right now. Well, dead guy is quick, so let's look at that 1 point there. 1, and the wrestler quickness causes opponent to slam into turnbuckle. Lu Kul is not feeling here. He's not feeling lucky at all. Maybe he needs to get Michelle O'Malley, Luck of the Irish, back in his corner. Mean again. Wow, so extra twist to opponent's arm, an arm breaker move. The dead guy says, no way, Jose, are you going to take the title belt from me? Grudge. Okay, grudge again. That's going to be 3 points gold. 1, 2, 3, as he gives him another deadly power bomb. TV move. Well, TV move is going to go to Lu Kul here. He has an A rating there, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3 points there as he gives him the clothesline, trying to get back to his feet here and try to get that title belt. TV move again. That's an A move again. That's 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a body slam as Lu Kul starts feeling his groove here, and the dead guy starts to wonder what's his purpose in life here. Agile. Agile's neither of these guys. They're quick, but not agile. Highlight reel. So let's check it out here. See what happens in the highlight reel B. You know, a lot has happened here, of course, in Anaheim, California, and Lu Kul would like to walk away with a highlight reel play that gets him the title belt. Let's see what happens. 54 as we go to highlight reel B. 54 says, wrestler fakes fatigue, calls for timeout. Then, as opponent retreats to corner, wrestler delivers brutal body blow. 2 points, 1 and 2. Lu Kul is feeling the luck here, of course, as he tries to extend his lead here. And dead guy is now pissed off here after Lu Kul does a cheap move here. Helped. Okay, let's check that out here. So, fun fact, Lu Kul was helped by all that glitters, but now he is not. So the dead guy is only the one that has helped here, and he does get help from Michelle O'Malley as the wrestler gets help from outside ring. Opponent suffers blow from foreign object. I guess you could say it was a 4-leaf clover that hurt Lu Kul there. I guess you know what? Let's say, how about this? Let's say a penny. She threw a penny at him. Of course, that probably doesn't hurt too much, but as Lu Kul stepped on it like a Lego at the nighttime, definitely hurt his foot there, and that, of course, got 1 point towards the dead guy here. Okay, let's see who's going to score here. Strong, that's going to be the dead guy. That's 2 points, 1, 2. Going into a pin opportunity. Unfazed by opponent's body slam from before, the dead guy responds with a series of deathly hollow blows. And that's going to put Lu Kul on his back here, and dead guy's going to try and see if he can pin him here. Now, he has an A rating, so that means we're going to look at 11 to 33. Let's check it out. That's 1, and 24, he gets out of it just fine. So that's the first pin out that he's kicked out of there. Powerful. That's going to be Lu Kul. Gets the 1 point there, and as he kicks out there, he twists the motion there and reverses it into a surfboard chinlock against the dead guy. Cheat. Well, neither of the, oh, actually, you know what? Cheat is actually Lu Cool. He is a cheat, and he does get the square there. So as a cheat move here, he inflicts painful blow to opponent with foreign object 1 and 2. Do you remember that penny? I do, certainly. He pushes it towards the dead guy's eye and starts poking it into his eye there. That absolutely sounds like it hurts here. So a B is going to be 11 to 26. Let's check it out here as he tries to take the pin. 16. So 2 wrestlers got out of pins here, kickouts here. Let's see what happens. Favorite. Neither of them are favorite, but Lu Cool is favored, so that's going to be a 1 point here. 1 point, pin. So pumped up by the cheering crowd, he goes back for another pin here. Let's see what happens here. 14, dead guy says, no way, I am not going to get pinned out that fast here for the title belt action. Let's check it out here again. Heavy. You know what that means, folks? That's going to go over to Lu Cool. He is absolutely lucky. He gets 2 points. And the finisher, he does not have a finisher. So it looks like he's going to go back to the point here. So all the way back down. Unfortunately, since he doesn't have a finisher, he needs to get luck. So he does need to roll the dice there. Just like Han Solo says, never tell me the odds. Well, Lu Cool absolutely wants you to tell him the odds because he wants to get those pins. Heavy again, so that's 1 point there. So 1 point instead of a finisher, he crushes the wrestler with opponent's splash move. Great shot there by Lu Cool. Specialty move, let's see here. We'll both have specialty, but one thing about this is that because Lu Cool is behind him here, he's going to get the point to go for it. So he's going to use his specialty move, which is pure luck. Events happen in ring to benefit him, hurt opponent. Ooh, that looks like bad luck here. Let's see what happens here as, of course, he rolls the dice for the amount of points. That's 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Bad luck for the dead guy. Let's see what happens as he tries to go for the pin. 35 as a B rating. That's above 26. That's 1. 56. That's above 26. That's 2. Is this the end, folks, for the title run here for the dead guy? Let's find out. Is Lu Cool the lucky one here? Let's check it out. 43. Absolute shenanigans. This cannot happen here, but it looks like it did. Lu Cool has won. After losing his girl, after having all of that happen to him here, he is lucky enough to come back and defeat the dead guy and take the title belt. Absolute phenomenal stats here. Fantastic showing here by Lu Cool, pushing against the odds. Again, I can't tell you enough. Never tell him the odds, but fantastic bounce back. And of course, it couldn't be from better opportunity here. He is from Pompano Beach, Florida. I hope he can take that belt back home and wave it towards this screaming fans there after Hurricane Matthew relief there. So fantastic match here. Let's see what happens after the post-match highlights here. That's a 1. Okay, so 1 here means we're going to go to highlight reel X. So guys, that was fantastic. We have a new title belt holder. Let's see what's going to happen here. As he goes for a 66 highlight reel, that means go to Y. So let's check out the Y chart here. 44. Go to highlight reel Z. Oh, wow, folks, this could be a rare result here. You never know what's going to happen here on the Z chart here. Yikes, this could be bad for either wrestler here. 22. 22 says, defeated wrestler must give up choice existing quality for rest of wrestling season. Wow. So the choice quality, he has to get rid of it. That is insane, folks. I cannot tell you how that is so strange. So because, of course, he has to give up a choice quality, I'm going to say here, he has 1, 2, 3, 4. He says a specialty. Let's see here. Okay, what are we going to choose here? Strong, mean, quick, specialty. Well, I'm going to definitely say he is no longer, I guess you could say he's no longer strong. I'm going to say that Lu Cool has taken away his strong ability. So no longer able to use strong. That's always a good one to have there, and definitely has taken away. And by that I mean he is no longer able to use it because he has lost his ability to have that strong attribute here, as he of course looked forward to always beating everybody and beating them very handily. So let's see what happens here, as of course Lu Cool is now the title belt holder, And now we will see who is going to be trying to contend for the title belt fight. We're going to have future tag team matches, possibilities for a possible rematch for that Jennifer Lane and Laura Motzinger match. And you never know, folks, there could be a great title fight here or match here. Who can become the valet for the dead guy in his future matches between Michelle O'Malley and All That Glitters, because you can only have one lady at your side. So let's definitely check that out here next time. And we'll hopefully see you guys soon here for the next pay-per-view. I hope you guys enjoyed the not-so-scary Halloween bash. From here, this is Kiefer Fairbanks. I will see you guys soon in the bleachers. Take care, Nas.